What's up, y'all? My name is Nash Falk, Chief Exclamation Officer at Exclaim Jesus. And I want to just quickly give you the founding genesis of the brand Exclaim Jesus. Going back really quickly, I did not grow up in the church. Basketball was my god, you might say. And so dysfunctional family, as we all do, alcoholic fathers, all the stuff, right? And so basketball was my escape. And so the whole goal, the whole purpose of life was to go to the NBA. So did all the basketball stuff, went to college, played basketball. Once I realized I was not going to be drafted, it was like, what's next? And the world was graduating and getting jobs. And so I got a job. A professor said, you'd be really good here. And so got a job. I remember sitting down at my computer for the first time and I thought, is this it? Like, this is what I do the next 40 years? And then it was like, no, wait, the world now climbs the ladder. And so I started to perform and climb the ladder and do well, but I would drive to work every day and I'd watch the sun come up and it was like, there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more. And so at that time, a previous teammate of mine, Scott Hawkins, shout out Scott Hawkins, chiropractor, was just getting back from Haiti and he was on fire. He saw just a totally different experience in life. And so at that time, in 2016, we started to hang out, smoke joints around the computer, and ask the questions of what is life? What are we doing here? So that's where it all started. It all started with the only thing that we know is we know nothing. So that's 2016. I quit my job in 2016, and I joined my chiropractic friend Scott, and we start to open his office in Edina. And in 2017, it's basically like, what is life? It's exploring everything, doing lots of different things, trying different religions, learning about different religions, learning about different philosophies, trying them, and they were all sand. I'd come to my friends and my girlfriend and my family. I'd say, I got it. And then 2 months later, it would fall away with sand, every single one of them. 2018, one evening, living in my girlfriend's parents' basement. So things are going well, as you can see. And I'm just like, God, help me. This is February 2018. The very next day, I go to Scott's chiropractic office in Edina, and he says, you should read the book of James. I start reading the book of James, and it was like I was lit up. Every question I ever had was answered. I went to, and I'm probably not a guy who typically listens to advice quite so quickly, but it was like, he said, read James, went to a Catholic bookstore in Blaine, bought my first Bible ever. I wish I had it here. I wish I could show you. Still have it. And then, started in James, and it was just like, I was like a sponge. I was soaking it up, and I would go out into the world and I would see it all to be true. And so 2018 and 2019-ish, I'm on fire. Jesus has saved me. And so I give my life to Jesus. I surrender to Jesus. And I'm sitting at my desk the following days and I'm scribbling these, like I'm scribbling down realities of scripture and of the life and times of Jesus. And it's like everyone needed an exclamation point. So I'm just like jotting everything down. It is finished, exclamation point. And then I started to cross. I was like, the exclamation point cross was born then in 2019. Standing at my desk, scribbling down these realities and truths of Scripture. And so then I am impressed to just put it on a shirt, and I throw it on a shout out to Sam Forrester. He's a homie of both of ours who had his parents have a print shop, and reached out to him, put the exclamation point cross on a blank t-shirt back in 2019-20, printed like 20 of them, 40 of them, gave them to friends and family. And so it just kind of like fizzled out from there. But I would have friends who would come up to me. They'd wear it to the gym, or they'd wear it out, and people would keep asking, like, what is that? Can I get one? Can I get one? And so fast forward 5-ish years to 2024, and a couple of friends and I were like, hey, we should do the exclamation point cross. And thus the rebirth of Exclaim Jesus is born. And I want to say, and so that's the genesis of Exclaim Jesus. And I want to say the purpose of Exclaim Jesus is the name Exclaim Jesus. I don't want this brand to overwhelm people with thinking we have to do a lot of stuff. I want Exclaim Jesus to be about the simple things in life of just like waking up, loving your spouse, loving your neighbor, giving him a hug, saying hello. It's like I believe we're exclaiming Jesus in the little and the big things, all the things. But we don't have to be overwhelmed. We don't have to perform for God, because there's no performance we can do that's going to impress him. And so again, this brand is a movement. My vision is for this brand to be a movement of people simply and beautifully exclaiming the life of Jesus through our lives. And so that's Exclaim Jesus. We invite you on this movement. We invite you on this journey. And can I make one thing clear? You don't need a shirt and you don't need a hat to exclaim Jesus. So this is just a vehicle. These are vehicles for this movement, okay, for this mission. But you don't need either of them. And so you can exclaim Jesus in all those ways without the gear. We want you to wear the gear, obviously, but the point being, let's turn the world into this movement of exclaiming Jesus. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Peace.